Hey y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. I am back tonight with a super quick craft idea for you. Well, kind of super quick. What I have done is I have purchased these little photo albums or little photo books, and I actually got mine on Tuesday morning. There's the SKU on it, and I decided to take these and make brag books out of them. And I made covers similar to the Traveler's Notebook. And yeah, let me just show you what it looks like. Okay, so I added of course, the elastic around the outside. Look at the sweet paper, y'all. It's so cute. This paper is called Under the Sea. I had a fit on it. Yeah, it's by Echo Park, and I just couldn't resist. So anyway, I did add a little cut apart in the front, poked 2 holes through, and kind of strung it through. And I made a pocket in here, and what I've done is I matted some pages, and I just made it so whoever purchases it can put their photos in here. It's a fun little brag book, y'all. And yeah, it was pretty fun working on this. I haven't finished all the back pages yet, but I wanted to jump on and show you guys what I was working on tonight. Anyway, this is my next craft fair idea. It is a fun photo brag book. How sweet is this? And y'all, I mean, look at it. It brought it from drab to fab, like I always say. You can take the smallest things and make them beautiful, and that's what this is. It's so cute. Okay, you can make this as a photo brag book. Or you can maybe utilize this idea and do a recipe book. So I thought, while I am working on this tonight, I am going to show you another idea what you can do with this book. And I was going to show you how I did the cover, and then tell you how you can have one of these to utilize in your craft room. Okay, so I am using the illustrated faith paper tonight. I just love, love, love it. Let me see what I want for the cover. I cut one already, and that did not make me happy when I cut it. Ooh, that right there. I love that so much. I love vibrant stuff. It's just gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? And y'all remember, this is directional print, so remember, when you're cutting, make sure you're cutting it on the right orientation. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do to make the cover is to pull out your paper cutter, and you are going to cut your paper. Let me look at my notes so I don't get you wrong here, y'all. You're going to cut your paper at 10 3/4, and that's on the width, by 9 3/4 for the height. So this, I'm going to cut the 9 3/4 first so I can have it fit in my paper cutter. Actually, I'm going to have to cut the 10 3/4 or 9 3/4. Sorry, didn't mean to confuse y'all. I'm cutting the 9 3/4. I got a little confused myself, y'all. Okay, so 9 3/4. This one will be the width, so this one is going to be 10 3/4. Make sure I got it correct. Okay, so there we go. So I am going to put the polka dots on the outside. I love them that much, but I wanted to make sure that this paper is right orientation, even though it's on the inside. Isn't that so fun, y'all? Okay, so bring out your scoreboard and score your paper at 1/4 inch on each end. Okay, it's my 1/4 inch on each end. Then score your paper in half. So in half is going to be you're going to do 5 1/4, 5 3/8, or 5 3/8, 5 1/4, and 5 5/8. So I have 5 1/4 right here, 5 3/8, and then actually the next one is 5 1/2. That gets you right in the center. Turn it, make sure you got the right orientation. This is the top. And you're going to make the score line for your pocket. Your pocket is going to be scored at 6 3/4. And there you go. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so in love. Okay, so let's just go ahead. We're going to chop off these little corners down here. You don't need them. If you've seen any of my videos, you've seen me make pocket folders before, and that's like what this is. Pocket folder. Cut it at an angle, and cut that right there. Okay, go ahead and fold all your score lines. Press them down, make them good and crispy. So many uses for these little inexpensive little 4x6 little photo albums. Fold this one. This is for the pocket. Then I'm going to fold on the score lines that I have in the center. So you can actually fold it in half first and get that good half score line. And do that, and then make sure you get those other 2 score lines, because that makes a small spine for your book. My fingers don't want to work on this side, y'all. There we go. Okay, so now you've made a small little spine there. Now at the bottom, take this and cut from the score line at an angle to make your little pocket. And you're going to take this and fold these up. Ooh, I love the paper. Love, 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 love. Okay. In my craft group earlier, I posted in there, share 3 things with your favorite craft tools. One of mine was designer paper, y'all. I love pretty paper. Oh my goodness. Tell me, let me know. Do y'all love pretty paper? Paper, paper, paper. And we're not hoarders, y'all. Remember that. We are not paper hoarders. We are paper holders and lovers of paper. Okay. Making my pocket. I'm going to put some little tape over here on the outside. What are you guys doing on your Friday night? I came in here to try to figure out what I want to create for my next craft fair idea. I came in here like, 2.5 hours ago, and I finally figured out what I want to do. My poor husband, he's in there watching TV. But he's used to me coming in here and not coming out for a while. Do you guys do that too? Go in your craft room and don't come out until hours later? It's just, after a long week at work, it's very relaxing. Some people like to just sit and lay around. I like to do something. I like to kind of catch up on some of my craft stuff. There you go. Isn't it beautiful, y'all? Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now we're going to need to laminate it. So let me grab some laminating sheets. For a laminating sheet, I am using the Scotch Thermal Laminating Pouches. I have a Scotch laminator. I had to replace mine recently, and so I just got the inexpensive one that was $19. I got it at Walmart. So, and it's working perfectly, so I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, get this inside your laminating sheet. Push it all the way up, and I'm going to stick this through my laminator. Okay, while that's going through the laminator, I'm going to go ahead and get these parts taken out of my book so I can get ready for this part. I'm just going to throw those away. I don't have a need for those. Probably wouldn't use it. If you're not going to use it, don't keep it, right, y'all? Okay. And here it comes. So I'm going to be utilizing this part. got my paper cutter, so I'll be able to trim this up once it comes out. It's almost out, y'all. And here we go, just like this. I'm gonna put it up underneath my paper trimmer, and if you haven't seen any of my videos, I always line up the edge of where I'm gonna cut it, right at the edge of my project. I line it up next to that white line on here. That way it still leaves it about 1/8 of an inch, so it'll stay adhered together really well. Gotta hold it still. Get this trimmed off. Got that side okay. And one more side. Now, sometimes after I go and I kind of trim it up, I roll mine back through my laminator. I kind of like doing that. If I see any parts come up a little bit, I'll roll it back through my laminator just to be safe. Okay, so now that we've got it like this, we do have to slit open our pockets. So I just have my trusty little ruler and an X-Acto knife. And you're just gonna take it and line it up right along the edge of your pocket and lightly trim it up there. I think my blade was coming out, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna do this other side while I've got it on this orientation. And I'm going to cut this one, then I'll cut the other one, and then I'll determine if I want to put it back through my laminator. Don't you love the paper, y'all? This is gorgeous. So fun. Okay. Last one. Hopefully I got it split enough. That one looks good. And that one looks good. Okay, there we go. You get the lid back on here before I cut myself. Okay, so carefully, just take a look first. And it kind of looks to me like it needs to go through one more time, and like over in the edge, I'm gonna roll it through one more time, y'all. It's just better to be safe than sorry. Okay, here it comes. While that's rolling through, let me get rid of a little bit of the trash out of my way. Tomorrow I have a goal to clean my craft room again, y'all. Yeah, clean my craft room. Okay, almost done. I'm in North Texas, as you know, if you've seen my videos, and let me just tell you, tomorrow we're expecting the storms. So shout out to any of my little crafty friends in the area. Miss Jackie and Miss Monica, Miss Keeley, y'all. It's supposed to storm bad tomorrow. I hope it passes us over, but y'all be careful, and anybody else in this area, just be real careful. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I get this other one folded. There it goes. I want to make sure I have a decent spine. And since it's scored small, I just want to make sure that it's looking good here. So just kind of fold it. There was someone that wrote me the other day and said that they were making a traveler's notebook and they were having a problem with their laminating splitting or something. I haven't had that problem. I don't really know a solution off the top of my head. I laminate on the 5mm if that helps. And I use these Scotch laminating sheets. Maybe that is something that would be helpful for you too. Okay, so now that I've got it folded, I am going to take my 1/8 inch EK Successes punch, and right on each of the outer score lines, I'm gonna punch just 2 holes. Just kind of like that. Don't need 3 on this. You won't be able to fit it in. And just kind of like that. Then you're going to need one for the center. So if you do not have one of these doohickeys, don't worry. Maybe try like an ice pick or something pokey that you might have in your craft room. That's what I did before I actually had one of these little big mouth bites or whatever they're called. Okay, so there we go. Got 2 holes on each end and 1 in the center. Let's use our elastic, string this through. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna go from one hole into the other. If I can get it through the hole. Let's make sure. Sometimes I have to trim my elastic. Now, gotta make sure maybe my hole didn't poke all the way through. There. Now let's try it. See if that works. And there we go. Probably that's about all I'll need. So I'm gonna poke this up here through the top hole, go in and out. And I'm just going to take it, and I have made some little folder books like this, smaller with paper, and I used a smaller elastic, and all I did is once I strung it through, I tied 1 knot, and then I kind of looped it underneath my elastic because I'm only going to need to thread 1 thing through there since my thing is already attached together. So that's why I do that. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just kind of like to do that. Okay, tie it in a knot or 2. Okay, so there we go. Now let's go ahead and do the one for the outside as well. You can put an embellishment on there if you want. But for what I'm going to utilize this for, I don't really feel I need it. So I'm just going to kind of measure up. And by the way, y'all, I'm using a 2mm. I did get this on Amazon. The 2mm elastic. The hole punch, I've had questions with that one too. This is EK Successes 1/8 inch hole punch. Okay, I'm going to poke it through that center hole. Make sure your elastic kind of stays even. And just make sure it's going to be a good length before you tie it off. Okay, and you're probably wondering, okay, what else can we make with this? So as I was making the brag book, I thought, oh my goodness, I need to make another one of these to put my cut-aparts in. So this could be a cut-apart storage. So all you would need to do is make the cover, You would have one of these. This would fit a lot of cut-aparts, y'all. And you're just going to utilize these pages for your cut-aparts so you won't lose them. You don't even have to worry about adding extra paper because you're going to use it for yourself and it's going to be for cut-aparts. So let me see what cut-aparts I got up here that I can add in. And actually, you can add all kinds of stuff. Actually, let me see what I got here that maybe is open already. Well, maybe I'll just go ahead and cut these. Look at these, aren't they sweet, y'all? And so all you're going to need to do, you can put up to 4x6s in there, which is awesome. And you will be able to utilize this and put tons of your cut-aparts. So when you get a new paper pack and you want to start cutting a lot of it up, this is a great way for you to go ahead and cut your cut-aparts and store them. So, go ahead and cut these. Some bigger ones. I did find some like out of this this paper collection. I did find some like postcards too that I could add in here. I'll show you guys those when I get these cut up. So this way, if you want to cut all yours up, put them in this little book that you've just created and you won't lose them. Because I am notorious for losing my cut-aparts because I'll cut everything up, have a big old stack, and then I won't know where I put it. So this is an awesome idea for you to have one of these in your craft room for your cut-aparts. So, let me turn off this laminator. So as you see, oh, I love that one, y'all. There's this beautiful paper. You can put like all this, what was this, like 12? And all of these are going to be able to fit inside here. And then you're going to be able to continue to fill your book with more and more. Look at that. That way you will not lose your cut-aparts. Okay, let me see if I can find those things I got today. Okay, what did I do with them? I think I know where I did with them. No, I don't. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me a minute. Gonna see if I could find them. Maybe I'll find them, maybe I won't. Okay. I'm digging through the stack on my floor. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, Lordy. Okay. I'm going to find some different ones, y'all, so I have some more cut-aparts to add in. Okay, and these, like you can add something like this. I've got some cut-aparts in this little thing here. You can add all of these in. I mean, look. Embellishments can go in here. It's whatever you want to put in here. Store them up, put them by color, and look, all these can go in your book. You will have a whole book of beautiful cut-aparts, and then when you're ready to use them, you will know where they are. And how fun is that, y'all? Look at that. I put 12 in the first one, so you could do like as many as you want in there. And the nice thing is they're not going to fall out because you put your elastic on it like this. Look, y'all. So that was my idea. And now I've got one I can utilize in my craft room. My craft fair idea, sorry about my arm, y'all, is super cute little chunky brag books. And the one for your craft room is making a cut-apart book out of these little sleeves. And look, you didn't have to worry about using a fuse tool and fusing it closed. It's already ready to go for you, y'all. So, what do y'all think? I think that this is a pretty fun idea, and I'm pretty excited about this. If you have sheets of stickers, you could also put stickers, whatever you want to do. Just, you can make it color coordinated, whatever, which that's probably what I'll do. I'll take this out and I'll make sure that collections are together. I won't just have them random like this, but I would do like all blues or whatever, or, you know, just whatever. And look, so many pages. You can fill it up really well with these. So anyway, I hope that you guys like this idea. And maybe you'll give it a try. Maybe you will put some chunky little brag books in your craft fair. I think that they'll be fun, and yeah, super fun and super cute. Let me know what you think is a good price for these. It does take time to cut all the paper for each one of the little sleeves here, because there is going to be 40 in there. So because you'd want to do a front and a back, I wouldn't just put a front and not a back. So anyway, let me know what you think on pricing on this. I'm thinking maybe $7. I'm thinking maybe $7, maybe something like that. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of this. Anyway, hope you like both of these ideas, and don't forget you can also utilize this and make it a recipe book. Hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.